Our today's topic is 11 strange phobias I hope you don't have. We will not talk about the fear of lions or rattlesnakes, though they are frightful. In this video, we have mentioned such strange phobias which are so bizarre that you won't believe they exist. First, let's know what exactly phobia resembles. Thoroughly explained by Medical News Today, a phobia is a type of anxiety disorder that causes an individual to experience extreme irrational fear about a situation, living creature, place or object. So let's begin. 11 strange phobias. Nomophobia. Fear of being without mobile phone or not being able to use it because of low battery or absence of signal. I know how much people love their mobile phones, but having a phobia of being without cell phone? That's insane. According to YouGov research, half of smartphone users carry their phones with them when moving from room to room at home. I hope you don't have this phobia because it sounds less like a phobia and more like an obsession. Triskaidekaphobia. Fear of number 13. Seriously, there are many people who consider number 13 as an unlucky number, but having a fear of number 13 is unbelievable. I mean, what wrong can a number do to someone? The person with this fear feels anxiety when exposed to the sight of or even just the thought of number 13. ABLUTOPHOBIA. Fear of bathing and cleaning. There are so many people who don't bath every day. They are happy with dry cleaning, but having a fear of bathing and cleaning is totally different. The cause for this phobia can be a traumatic past event which can't be recalled exactly. It's most common in children. Galiophobia. Fear of laughter. A completely opposite scenario from laugh your heart out moments. It's almost impossible to believe that many people are suffering from this phobia. The symptoms vary from person to person. Confronting fear of laughter may cause shortness of breath or excessive sweating in some people. Somniphobia. Fear of sleep. Now just because you are an insomniac or you spend your whole night watching TV series, playing games or working on a project doesn't mean you have this phobia. Somniphobia is one of the most extreme phobias which usually affect one's daily life. The thought of falling asleep can even cause panic attacks. EISOPTROPHOBIA. Fear of mirrors. Storm of questions might be arising in your mind too, right? Like, how would a person with this phobia comb his hair or watch how he looks or dress? Well, it's indeed a rare phobia. Though there are treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy or mindfulness-based stress reduction and also medication techniques. CIBOPHOBIA. Fear of food. Strange, isn't it? You must be thinking, there is no life without food and water. So how can a person have such kind of phobia? Actually, fear of food doesn't mean they don't eat food. It's like they are afraid of specific food items. Some people avoid a certain type of food because they think it will harm their body or it will lead to weight gain, etc. GAMOPHOBIA. Fear of marriage. For some, marriage is a sacred bond, while for others, marriage is a scary bond. This fear is usually caused by personal insecurities or past experience. Many people don't want to get married because they think marriage would limit their freedom. This phobia isn't a big deal though. It can be easily left behind with the help of friends and family. ANUPTAPHOBIA. Fear of being single. Completely opposite to gamophobia, fear of being single can also be found in many people, especially youngsters. Many a times, they don't even care if they are in a toxic relationship. They just don't want to be single. I hope you are not one of them. ATELOPHOBIA. Fear of imperfection. I'm sure you don't have this phobia because you like scattering clothes here and there in your room, right? And if you do possess a habit of touching perfection in every task, it's good. And it definitely doesn't mean you have ATELOPHOBIA. Still, there are few who just can't think of anything else till everything looks perfect to them. They just can't afford making mistakes. It makes them restless. They would rather do nothing than doing something imperfectly. MAGEIRO. Fear of cooking. A large number of population don't prefer cooking, but that surely doesn't mean they have MAGEIRO. It just means they are either lazy to cook or they got millions to spend at hotel. Well, cooking is fun in its own way, but MAGEIROphobics don't think so. They are afraid of the whole cooking process or they are worried about cutting their fingers. All the phobias listed above can be cured with the help of friends, family, doctors, counselors and therapists. There are certain treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness-based stress reduction, exposure therapy and medications. There is no need to worry, for it's not difficult to overcome these phobias. Most of these are a result of either past traumatic experience or genetics. As Stephen Richards once said, when you explore your fears, you set yourself free. Now I truly hope you don't have any single phobia, but if you know about any more such strange phobias, do comment below. And to know about 10 more such strange phobias, check out our blog, link is in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe, keep exploring.